We are joined by Pastor Jesse Bradley, senior pastor at Grace Community Church in Auburn, Washington, and also Ashley McGuire, senior fellow with the Catholic Association and co-host of the nationally syndicated radio show Conversations with Consequences. Pastor Bradley, what were your impressions of the funeral? What did you think? I mean, there were so many, to me, incredible, unforgettable moments. What about for you? What stands out to you?
That's right, Rita. I think of the global community grieving together, God's comfort, over 250,000 people in 3 days, and leaders around the world, over 50 heads of state, over 130 foreign dignitaries. And this is a moment where we draw near to God together. We realize we need God and we need each other. We're coming to pay our tributes. And also there's great hope because the Bible is clear. Jesus was at a funeral. He wept. Shortest verse in the Bible, Jesus wept. And at the same funeral, he said, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even though you die, you will live. And in 1 Corinthians 15, we're going to have resurrected bodies. So we're laying the body to rest physically, but the soul, our soul goes to be with Jesus forever. And there's eternal life. So there's a hope greater than our mourning.
As I said, during the funeral, life is changed. It is not ended. Ashley, you host a show called Conversations with Consequences. It's almost as if it was sort of tailor-made for Francis's papacy because he wasn't afraid to have conversations with people. Got a lot of criticism for that. Talk to us about however, what do you think any kind of lasting impact those conversations or reforms actually happened as a result of the way that he reached out to talk to marginalized groups?
Well, I think he's going to be remembered as a Pope of Mercy. I mean, that's the phrase that's really sort of sticking, is that he was the Pope of Mercy. He was, as you say, a Pope who reprioritized the marginalized and expanded the definition of what that meant. The unborn, the elderly, the disabled, and frankly, the way that he witnessed to the dignity of the elderly in his final weeks as a Pope, who allowed himself to be seen in a frail state. That was really beautiful. He was a champion of the elderly from the beginning of his papacy until the very end. And as to, those difficult conversations, you're right. He was a man who, he said things, he made decisions that at times created confusion. I think that's certainly the task of his successor, is to bring clarity back to the church, but he was someone who practiced what he preached. He said at the beginning of his papacy that the shepherd should smell like his flock, and he did. He let little children climb in his lap. He went out and embraced some disfigured people. He was somebody who got in with the crowds, with the poor. He invited the poor to dine in the Vatican, and he really sort of shook things up in that respect.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for being with us, Pastor Jesse Bradley and Ashley McGuire, on such an incredible, powerful, moving, and historic day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.